So here, let's talk about the reactionary shithole by talking about Senator Mike Braun. Hot takes incoming, okay? Hot takes.
That same basis to something like Loving versus Virginia, the Supreme Court case that legalized interracial marriage.
So when it comes to issues, you can't have it both ways. When you want that diversity to shine within our federal system,
the diversity to shine, you know, like the diversity of opinion of not allowing miscegenation to happen. That's awesome. Michael Hud says Mao hairline. You're so correct on that. My man's head did a cultural revolution, dude. Look at that.
Speaking for all of my fellow Hispanics, we disown Ted Cruz.
Leaping forward, or leaping backwards, really. Straight up Mao's hairline. Like, identical. It's crazy. Great leap backwards.
Isn't a protected ground. Nationality is. His analogy is idiotic because he's an idiot.
There are going to be rules and proceedings. They're going to be out of sync with maybe what other states would do. It's the beauty of the system, and that's where...
The beauty of the system is when, you know, we can have the diversity of some states not allowing black and white people to be married to one another. That's awesome. What a beautiful system that is, dude.
The differences among points of view in our 50 states ought to express themselves. And I'm not saying that rule would apply in general, depending on the topic, but it should mostly be in general, because it's hard to have it on issues that you just are interested in when you deny it for others with a different point of view.
So you would be okay with the Supreme Court leaving the question of interracial marriage to the states?
Yes, I think that that's something that if you're not wanting the Supreme Court to weigh in on issues like that, you're not going to be able to have your cake and eat it too. I think
that's awesome. He just straight up said it, dude. He's like, states' rights. By the way, states' rights, for those of you, for the uninitiated, states' rights is literally the position of slavers, and that's never stopped. I mean, that's always been the intellectual moralization where you couch your horrifyingly reactionary, backwards, antiquated, inhumane, immoral ideas by saying, no, this is actually about diversity. Here's the positive messaging around it. You know? States' rights. For what? States' rights to bar black people from marrying white people. Awesome. This dipshit in his sundown town hairline says the question confused him. How dare you? That's Mao's hairline. GOP senator claims he misunderstood interracial marriage question after suggesting it should be illegal. He literally did not misunderstand it. There could not have been more clarity in his rhetoric than, hey, do you think, like, would you be comfortable with the Supreme Court deciding that states should ban interracial marriage? And he said, yes. You can't say that. Like, there was no confusion there. I mean, there could have been a confusing way of answering that question or a confusing way of, like, receiving that question, but this was not that. It wasn't even a trick question, dude. He asked for clarity, and the dude literally clarified. He was... And by the way, the best part about it is that, look at his face. Like, he's not even shook. He's not confused. He is certainly not even remotely shook by this. He's just like, yes.
Interracial marriage created Obama and therefore must be defeated. Kill the
in
Affordable
general,
Care Act by
because
Loving
it's
v.
hard
Virginia.
to have it on issues that you just are interested in when you deny it for others with a different point of view.
So you would be okay with the Supreme Court leaving the question of interracial marriage to the states?
Full rotted by Kusi, let's go.
Yes, I think that that's something that if you're not...
I'm going to run that again.
Supreme Court leaving
others with a different point of view.
So you would be okay with the Supreme Court leaving the question of interracial marriage to the states?
Yes, I think that that's something that if you're not wanting the Supreme Court to weigh in on issues like that, you're not going to be able to have your cake and eat it too. I think.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Sick, man. States' rights, brother. Dude, Americans love talking about, I mean, this is, by the way, that idea around states' rights and a lack of federal enforcement on issues that pertain to black people specifically and black civil liberties specifically is the guiding principle of like the Voting Rights Act. Just for the record, like the reason why Republican states, red states can get away with so much incredible fuckery in their endless effort to stop black people from voting, okay, is directly a consequence of this, where there is this weird, not weird, deliberately crafted narrative that like, whoa, why is the federal government handling our businesses? I mean, it's just states' rights. It's just fucking states' rights. I mean, we don't need the federal government to control some of these states and how they decide to carry out their elections. I mean, that's bullshit. That's crazy. Okay, that just shouldn't happen. And it's like, oh yeah, no, you're deliberately saying that. And then people get mad at me whenever I say there should have been more slavers should have been murdered, like the South should have been raised a little bit further, you know? I mean, you're crazy for criticizing my take on that front. This is a direct consequence of that, okay? This is what happens when you don't murder every slaver, and then worse than that, you give them reparations and not the fucking actually liberated humans, okay? Just the truth, like 100%.